right, so you need a wide range of grammar and you need accurate grammar to score high. Today, I'm going to talk about thinking about tenses. This can be particularly important in your Part 2, the cue card, although it counts in Part 1 and Part 3 too. So we're going to read a Part 2 topic card and then I'm going to discuss some grammatical points about tenses. Look at this card. Let me read it. Describe a close friend. You should say how long you've known this person, how you met, what kind of person he or she is, and explain why you like him or her. Look at these questions. You know, they're indirect questions. But look at them and tell me, what kind of tenses do you see here? It might be better to look at the direct questions here. The first one was, how long have you known this person? What is the tense here? That's right, present perfect. This means you need to cover this tense in your speaking. This can help you score higher. It also shows a wide range of grammatical points for you. The other one is, how did you meet? Which is in simple past. So you need some simple past tenses in your speech too. What kind of person is he or she? Is, that's present simple. So definitely, a part of your speech here in your Part 2 cue card would be at present time. Okay? Don't forget it. And the last one, explain why you like him. It's not liked, it's like him, which means you need to cover some present tenses here too. So a simple past, a simple present, and here above it is present perfect. So you have a range of tenses here. Okay, there's a tip, let me read it for you. In the exam, look carefully at the tenses used in the Part 2 questions and listen carefully to the examiner to hear which tenses he used in his questions. Remember, which tenses? This can help you score higher. You know, I've seen lots of different IELTS candidates. They are given a good speech for Part 2 cue card, but they just forget about the tenses. For example, they needed to have some past simple or maybe past perfect, but they just forgot it. They used some regular present simple tenses, which is not enough. So stay with me and watch the next slide. Ask yourself always, when you're looking at the question card, the topic card, ask yourself, does the question relate to the past, the present, the future, or something imagined? These need different tenses to cover. And this will help you use the correct tense when you speak. It means intentionally, before you start speaking, while your brain is storming and you're putting your notes down, think about the tenses. If this is, for example, future tense, remember to use a wide range of future tense if you can, like future simple, future plan, future perfect, or future continuous. You don't have to use all of them, but if you can show some different types of future tense, it'll help you score higher. Okay? So there's a practice here. Listen to the sample answer to the Part 2 question here. Then read the extracts below. Ask yourself, what tenses does the speaker use and why does he use those tenses? Which tenses and why the person is using the tenses. So let's listen.
One of my best friends is a guy called Raul. I met him at uni in Barcelona, where we were in the same study group. When was that? I suppose it was over 10 years ago now, so yes, we've known each other for a good decade. We got to know each other on the tennis courts because the first few days of our course were so boring that we both decided we'd be better off outside playing tennis. What kind of person is he? Well, he's very active, a sporty type, involved in hiking and mountain biking, a bit of an adrenaline junkie. He's also a very determined person. When he gets into something, he gives 100%. And he changes passions often. That makes him a bit of a self-absorbed person, actually, which I'd say is a drawback. And I think he comes across as full of himself sometimes. A bit too sure of his own opinions. As for why I like him, well, he's actually quite different from me. At uni, he'd often suggest doing something and I'd go along with it. And because I'm laid back, I never felt overwhelmed by him. We've never fallen out or anything.
How often do you see your friend?
Well, because we live in different countries, we don't see each other that often. But we try to catch up on a fairly regular basis, say 3 times a year.
Okay, did you listen carefully? Could you figure out some different tenses in it, like past tense, present tense, or present perfect, for example? Okay, let's do a practice. Look at the first one. This sentence was mentioned in the listening. So, we got to know each other on the tennis court. We got to know. What tense is it? Good. Past. It is past. This is past simple or simple past. Next one. He'd often suggest doing something, and I'd go along with it. Would verb. Would verb. So this is would plus base verb. Okay? So why are we using this? Remember, when you're talking about something in the past and you want to mention a future intention, in the past you don't use will, you use would. So would shows some future intentions to do something, but in the past, not now. So that's why you use would plus the base form of the verb. No ed, no ing, nothing. Base verb. And the last one, we've never fallen out. Have fallen. This is present perfect. Look, these 3 different tenses convey different messages. They're used in different situations. So in the next video, I'll talk about first past simple. We'll discuss the possibilities and different uses of this past simple. This can help you a lot. Stay with us.